Now.
Yes. Hello and welcome to you guys to my reaction video of The Wedding of River's Song. Okay, so what is my reaction of this episode? It's basically one that's not very good. My reaction to this episode is that the ending was crap, the finale was very disappointing, and it didn't live up to expectations really. The finale was meant to be epic. Stephen Morffat cannot do epic. I can say that because watching that episode, he doesn't do epic, he doesn't do dark, he doesn't do exciting. He does boring, he does stupid plot lines that just come out of nowhere, don't make sense. And so things are stupid. And Stephen Morffat does not know how to write a series at all. You go to someone like the person who wrote the K9 series, they know how to write a series proper. The people who wrote Torchwood, they know how to write a series proper. Torchwood, bloody epic, and thoroughly dark in its themes, and the payoff was good. Doctor Who, the payoff was nothing. We got nothing. Apart from Stephen Morfat's extremely stupid writing, and the way he writes the Doctor, and the way he writes River, and the way he writes his stories, it was very disappointing. Okay, we have Winston Churchill. Okay, the Doctor remembering. That was a good part of the story. That's all I like. Him remembering what happened, and then we getting back to the visual of what happened. That part of the story was good. But then we got to the part of the story where everything started to go crazy and Amy Pond came in and everything. Now, what my theory was of this thing, of Madame Corvarian and the eye patches. Now, I loved that because I thought this is a secret cult. She's the head of a secret cult. A woman being head of a secret cult. Awesome. They have to be women. Women are the most evilest villains you can ever have. Stuff it having a man evil villain, no one cares. A woman evil villain, they listen, and that is awesome. That's why if I was able to write a story, I would always write a female as the villain because it makes it more evil and better. So Madame Corvarian is fantastic in this episode, and they treated her like she was nothing. I thought this was going to be a fantastic secret cult that's all together trying to kill the Doctor. But unfortunately, this is not the case. She's tied up, she's pushed aside in this parallel universe, and she gets killed by Amy, really, and she's nothing. She's just swept under the carpet. She's not important anymore. And the cult, oh, these little eye patches, oh, what are they? Oh, they're things to remember the silence with. Good, but I kind of thought they were links to the cult, which obviously they are not. And so what do we get from this episode? Okay, the Doctor and River, they get married. They don't get married. There is no priest. Well, suppose if you're an alien you don't really need a priest. But you know, there was no ceremony at all. Hold a ribbon. The mother and father agree. That happens. Blah-de-blah-de-blah. But I think very stupid way of doing this. I'm not sure they are actually married, but apparently they are. And so they are married, and then we get to the rubbish ending of this episode. How do we escape the Doctor's death? Spoiler alert. There's already been spoilers, so you shouldn't have really watched this if you didn't want to know. But still, spoiler alert. Okay, what happens was the Doctor bumps into the Tesselector, who, when he's trying to find out what the silence is, he bumps into the Tesselector machine from Let's Kill Hitler. Then the Doctor asks the Tesselector to become the Doctor whilst the Doctor's hidden inside the Tesselector. Okay, now this came from nowhere. Now I said earlier that the ending of the story came from nowhere. The Tesselector is there. Fine. We're using the Tesselector. But, that plot line coming in with the Tesselector was just added in at the end. It wasn't linked into anything else. It just came out of nowhere. And so I don't like that. Like, it was extremely badly put together. The script was horrific to begin with. So Stephen Morffat can't write for well, he can write. It's just that he has lost his talent. He has lost his talent to write because he's gone mad with power. But we get this. The Doctor is inside the Tesselector whilst River is shooting him, and so that causes him to be there at that time, but the Doctor is still alive inside the Tesselector. And so, yes, they got out of it by the Doctor being a robot. Okay. What was the point of this? I truly say, what was the point of this? This is not epic. This is not good. You just gave us a load of shit. The Doctor is going to die. Okay, first ever episode. Whoa, how is this going to work? You're thinking, how does he get out of it? How does he get out of it? How does he get out of it? Last episode, wow, we're finally going to find out how he gets out of it. And what do we get? We get the Doctor being a robot inside the robot, getting shot and melted and being burned. That's not good. That is not good at all. That is shit. Absolute shit. And then we get to the final bit with that blue head thing and the Doctor, and he says the question will be asked, Doctor Who? Okay! Let's refresh here, please. That question has been asked several times in Doctor Who before. One of the main ones I can think of is the ambassador in The Curse of Perdon. Doctor Who? It's been asked before. The question has been asked before. So is this the question? Why is this the question? I don't understand this. Why? Also, in the in another episode, we get what the Doctor asks the question, Doctor Who. Why would he ask? I don't understand why he would ask the question, Doctor Who. It doesn't make sense because he is the Doctor. So why would we ask who he is? Doesn't make sense. He's asking who he himself is. This episode is good in some aspects, as in the pyramids, the time factor, the Doctor going looking for these creatures, the eye patch people to work out the silences, River's element in it, and the whole aspect of the episode was good. It would have been good as an standalone episode, but unfortunately this was the series finale, which makes this episode shit. Just that title of series finale added on to this episode makes it shit, because Stephen Morffat cannot write a series, he cannot write a series finale, he cannot make a good series finale, and he can't do epic. My advice to you, Stephen Morffat, is take some advice from these guys. Torchwood. Take some advice from the fantastic creator of K9 and the K9 series, because they can write a series. But you can't, Stephen Morffat. You can't. Because, to be honest, you are shit. Shit. You're good as a standalone writer of episodes. Empty Child, The Doctor Dances, The Girl in the Fireplace, I think you wrote that one, and also Blink. Even though I don't really like that episode, it's still good. You're good at standalone. You're not good at a series writer, because you are shit. And you ruined that series. It could have been so much more. You could have played on the element of the huge cult of Madame Corvarian, but no, you didn't. You chose to go for a shitty option, and you are shit. Thank you, and goodbye.